What is up, everybody, and welcome to the Financial Wolf channel. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing the new cell phone repair business that I am starting. So I know a lot of you guys have been wondering, where have I been on YouTube? I've been kind of inactive in this last week and a half, and it's because I've been really focusing on starting this new venture in relation to my phone business. I guess it's not really a new business, it's more of a new part to my business, right? I want to add repairs to my phone flipping business, and I think it'll be a skill that will bring me a lot of profits, and I think it has the potential to really double my revenue in phone flipping. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing the new cell phone repair business I'm starting, how you guys can start making money with this business, and the startup capital that's going to be required to start in this business. The first thing I want to talk about with this new cell phone repair business is the startup cost, because it's the first step in the process to getting started in this industry, and the startup cost is a lot higher than phone flipping. It's not a crazy amount of money. You can get started for a lot of money, you can get started for almost no money, but it is definitely a capital requirement to get into this cell phone repair business. So I'm going to give you guys an idea of how much I spent, and I would say I'm a good general figure because I didn't spend a ton of money to get into cell phone repair, but I didn't spend like no money at all. I did invest in myself really to get into this business because I'm pretty confident that I will enjoy it, as I am interested in phones, and I think I would be pretty successful. But just to break things down for you guys, I spent a total of $724 to get started in this industry. So that's kind of a lot of money, but I'm going to break that down for you guys a little bit more right here. So I spent $325 on a cell phone repair course, and the reason I bought a course this time is because I really want to get walked through by someone that has been successful in this industry, and I want to get started pretty fast. I want to make money from this industry fast. I want to learn from someone who really knows what they're doing, and I think that this person that I got into their course really does know what they're doing. They own their own cell phone shop. They're young. They have experience starting a cell phone repair business as a really young person, so I think this would be a perfect mentor for me. They started their business when they were like 15 years old. They didn't have a car. They were running it from their house, and they started making a lot of money from it, and now at 19 years old, this individual is making $20,000 a month just from repairs. So the second thing I spent money on was $229 on repair supplies for phones. So this is definitely an item that you can spend thousands of dollars on, and it's also an item you can spend like 50 bucks on or $0 on. Let me explain that later, but for repair supplies, I just bought a couple supplies to get started so I'm prepared when people actually give me phone calls. The way you can spend $0 is if someone gives you a call and they say, hey, I have a cracked iPhone 7 Plus, I'm looking for you to repair it. You can just go ahead, order it overnight shipping, and then repair the phone the next day. That's not really something I want to do because it's a little bit of stress involved with that. I want to be prepared and have them come in right away. So I ended up buying a battery replacement for iPhone 5S through iPhone 7 Plus, and I also bought a screen replacement for iPhone 5S through 7 Plus. So I didn't buy it for every single model, but after talking with Jonathan, the person whose course I'm in, he told me that those are the most common phones that are repaired. The iPhone 8s and X's are still a little bit new. People haven't really gotten the chance to break them yet. They're a little bit more careful with those phones. And then the iPhone 4s, like no one has those anymore. They're a little bit old to repair. If they break, then people usually just get a new phone at that point. So I got the 5S through 7 Plus. I'm obviously going to expand my inventory as I start making money. The next thing I spent money on was $170 on a cracked 128 gigabyte iPhone 7 Plus unlocked with a bad battery and a cracked screen. I bought it for $170. That's a little bit of an overpaid price. I usually would buy it for like $120, but I really do want to get started fast, and I don't want to take the time to really look for the best deal in this case. I just want to buy a phone that I can fix and still make a little bit of profit on. So if I sell it for 300 bucks, make maybe like 40, 50 bucks on it, which isn't bad, and that kind of helps with my startup investment, bringing it down. So I don't really think that's a startup cost, but it's great to practice on some phones before you actually practice on other people's phones, because you don't want to just break them right away. So I hope this gives you a good idea of how much money I spent to get started. $724. So of course you're going to be phone flipping for a while to kind of build up that capital, but cell phone repair, it's not a crazy startup investment, but there's definitely a lot of opportunity in it. I think the $724 that I spent to get started in this industry is definitely going to be worth it. So now that you guys have a realistic idea of how much money it's going to cost to get into cell phone repair, I want to get into the steps that you need to take to get that cell phone repair business off the ground so that you can get started making money with repairs. So the first step that you need to take is you need to create a Google listing for your business. And how you do this is you go on Google, you type in my business, and the first thing is just a Google My Business thing where you can create your own listing on Google. It's super simple. All you need to do is log into your Google account, create a listing. It makes you put in some information. It's super simple. I don't really need to walk you guys through it. And later they send you a postcard to confirm the business address. So I just use my house. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing all the repairs out of my house. If people are uncomfortable, I'll probably meet them in a public place like a McDonald's or a Dairy Queen or some public place to do the repair, because it's not that difficult if I'm getting the hang of repairs to do it in a public place. So I just did my personal home address. Don't worry, you can hide the address so that the person doesn't see it, and to find out where they can meet you, they just have to call in and you tell them where you're going to meet them. You can meet them in a public place, you can meet them at your house. It really doesn't matter. So all you need to do is create a Google listing, confirm the address. It can be your house, hide the address so people don't see the address that you confirmed. When people call in, you just set a place to meet them. It usually takes about 5 days for the postcard to come in with the code so you confirm the Google listing, because obviously a lot of people like spam a random Google business, and if you actually send the postcard to your address, you can confirm it and it's present on Google. So it's really simple. I'm going to be making a video pretty soon on how exactly you can create a Google listing. It's going to be showing my computer screen where I walk you guys through everything. But for now, this video is just going to be a general idea of what you need to do to get started. So step number 1 to get started is creating a Google listing for your business. Step number 2 to get started in cell phone repair is to purchase your repair supplies. So where I purchased my repair supplies was from Mobile Centrics, and my mentor, or the person whose course I'm in, Jonathan Strange, he actually mentioned that was the best place to get started with cell phone repair. Go on Mobile Centrics and purchase your repair supplies. He actually gave me a $50 off coupon for cell phone repair supplies. It was $229. It would have been $279, but he gave me a $50 off coupon, so I was able to get everything for $50 off on my total order. So that was great. Very awesome thing about being in that course. He helps you through everything. I wouldn't have known to go to Mobile Centrics if it wasn't for that course. So you get your repair supplies from Mobile Centrics. That's where I got it, and apparently that's like the best prices, and that's where all the cell phone shops get their supplies from. After you created your Google listing for your business, confirmed it, and ordered your cell phone repair supplies, it is time to practice repairing phones and get started practicing, because this is a key step, because if someone brings in their phone and you have no idea how to repair it, they might as well have done it themselves, because you'll be watching a YouTube video how to repair a phone and they could literally have just done that themselves. They're gonna realize, wait, this guy knows nothing at all. Why did I just pay him $50 if I could have done the same exact thing? So obviously you want to get at least a little bit of experience repairing phones before you actually get started repairing other people's phones. So what I did is I purchased a cracked iPhone 7 Plus, unlocked, 128 gigabyte, and a bad battery on it. So I get to repair its battery and screen at the same time. So I get both of them out of the way. That way I'll know how to repair both before I even get started repairing other people's phones. So I have a little bit of experience, not much, before I start getting into actual cell phone repairs for other people's phones. So now that you've created your Google listing, confirmed it, bought your cell phone repair supplies like your screens, your batteries, your tools, and you've practiced repairing other people's phones, you're ready to get started in cell phone repair. You're ready to take calls, set appointments, repair phones, and of course make money. So that's the great thing about cell phone repair. It really doesn't take more than a week or two to really get the ground running, the ball rolling, ready to get started with cell phone repairs. That's the awesome thing about the industry, and it's also awesome that it's very high margin. It's about a 75% margin on all repairs. You're going to be making about $50 on all screen replacements and $40 on all battery replacements, and it really only takes like 20 or 30 minutes to do these things. So if you schedule 2 appointments a day, you're making $100 or $80 a day, $80 to $100, which is really crazy. And you can scale that up fast. Like 2 appointments, that's literally an hour of your time to make a lot of money. And that's the great thing, and that's why I want to get into this business. So on the $229 worth of repair supplies I bought, let's say I make an average of $45 profit on everything, I'm going to have about $1,000 in revenue from the $229 worth of repair supplies I ordered. So I'm going to recoup my startup investment from just that first set of repair tools that I bought. And that's the great thing about this industry, very high margin. So on the stuff you're buying, you're making a big profit on it, like $50 on a screen, $40 on a battery, and that's the thing I really found appealing on this industry. Now that I've told you everything about cell phone repair and how to get started, don't get too excited because I want you guys to take a breather before jumping into this industry from phone flipping. So it definitely is a little bit more difficult to get into than phone flipping. Phone flipping, the only startup cost is the price of your first phone and maybe a course if you're really dedicated to the industry. But with cell phone repair, you're going to have to be buying all that repair supplies. You're going to be needing a mentor most likely because it's really a complicated business. There's a lot of parts to it, but it's definitely a business that requires a little bit more startup capital. So for that reason, I kind of want you guys to build up $2,000 in your account for phone flipping before you get started in repair. And that's the reason I want you guys to still have a little bit of capital to continue flipping phones. And I want you guys to be able to easily afford any startup cost related with cell phone repair. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to about wrap it up for today's video. I hope this video was really interesting for you guys. I hope it gave you guys an idea of how you can get into cell phone repair. And I hope it kind of gave you guys an idea of where I'm moving with my phone business in general. I'm trying to combine cell phone repair and phone flipping into one and make it kind of my main thing from now on. And I'm going to continue focusing on that and documenting it for you guys on the channel. As you can tell, I have a lot to learn about phone repair and everything about this industry. I haven't looked into it much, but it's definitely something I want to get into, and I'm going to be continuing to teach you guys on what I learn as we move through the weeks, months, and maybe even years doing cell phone repair and phone flipping. Again, I think that's going to about wrap it up for today's video, guys. Thank you so much if you made it to the end. Please be sure to drop a like if you enjoyed today's video, and if you made it to the end, you obviously did. So smash that like button, and also subscribe to the Financial Wolf YouTube channel to be in the first 500 subscribers.